Hello, this is Capcom vs. SNK Pro on Dreamcast. I was just doing some sound testing with the two loudest characters I could think of. Trying the new sound settings, just cleaning things out, simplifying, trying to keep things audible. This is an awfully loud game, so it's going to be challenging. I may not have gotten the sound volume levels quite right this first go here, but we'll see. So, here you can see my fine option settings. Difficulty 4 of 8, which I think the default's 2 of 8, but I say that every time and I'm never brave enough to check the default. Let's do it. So, right now I'm at, 4,999, 2, turbo, 2. I'm never going to remember this. Normal, stereo. Normal, on, off. The last two, so I want to be on run. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's hit default and see what happens. Yeah, 2. Did I have it on turbo? I must have had it on turbo. Did I? Shoot, now I don't remember. Oh, it must be on turbo. You can't not have it on turbo in one of these games. And I want it on run. Thank you. And I think that's where I had it. Okay, so yeah, so it is, the default difficulty is 2 of 8, but even 4 of 8 is kind of on the easy side, usually. So I have a magical team-building script that I made for this game with my wizard-like Pearl skills. And I asked it to give me a team to play composed only of characters I think I may like to play. And it said, okay, your team is Orochi Iori. That's it. So I'm like, okay. So let's see, I want to do one of the combination colors. I'm going to hit circle plus triangle. That's one of them. Oh man, he makes weird noises. Look at those glowing yellow eyes. So his sprite is really gross. I hate his weird elongated hunched torso. Oh man, I was sound testing in this. Oh no. I got the crazy colors. The music, listen to the music in this stage. It's just, I mean, all of the music in this game is just this wall of sound, the way they set up the sound levels. So it's very hard to get a sound level that you can talk through without the sound effects being rather low in volume, but you know, what else can you do? I'm not using the sort of auto muting thing I was doing for a long time, where it's called ducking in OBS Studio. You can set a sound source so that it will become auto muted a little bit, or by a certain amount you set, when another sound source is making noise. So typically you would set your microphone to trigger that muting in the game volume, so the game gets a little quieter while you're talking. But that also just, even if you set it super low so it's subtle, it's still messing with the game sound and grunging it up a little, so I didn't want to do that anymore. And I also lowered the volume on my mic a little bit so that it's no longer crashing into the upper limit of volume, which causes a sort of muting effect and sort of nastiness, more grunginess. So, although I hate how Orochi Iori looks in that stupid hunch pose, when he's not in that hunch pose, he looks okay. And he's quite fun to play because he's so fast and springy. I just hate that hunch pose. His torso just gets all wrong. That's not how a torso can go. And yet it's his... That was cool. So I should try doing Rekkas. There we go. There's a Rekka. That's the last time I'm going to do it, probably, because I'm bad at them and they hurt my wrist. My weak little wrists. Even I was trying to do supers in the sound testing I was doing with Sakura against Iori, because those, you know, make noise. And I just realized that I just hate doing the double motion super motions. It's just, you can kind of tweak your wrist doing that if you're clumsy like I am, and you have apparently weak wrists. I think it's why I don't mind doing supers in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Well, for one thing, a lot of the time they aren't as sort of big sprite flash in your face like this game, but for another thing, it's just a single motion usually, and then maybe you hit 2 buttons together. You don't do a double motion and hit a single button like you do in most Capcom or SNK fighting games. It's that double motion that I tend to manage to tweak my wrist on. That was weird. Why did I do an uppercut there? I mean, I did it on purpose, but I don't know what my purpose was. I think I was just flow-charting. Oh, I'm flow-charting. Oh! Oh, I meant to do Rekkas, but it did that. So is that a... Sure! So, yeah, my voice should sound less muffled, hopefully, because I'm no longer crashing into the upper volume setting like I was doing when I was sort of paranoidedly, is that a word? Just pumping up the volume extra high, but keeping a limiter sometimes extra low. So we've got the, okay, uppercut, fireball, back time, so that's the Rekka. Then you've got a kick, half circle back. Well, that's what I just did. I pressed kick. I see. Okay, right. So that's the... Oh! Oh man, I'm kind of messed up. This is trouble. I can't even remember who the first member of this team was. Apparently they messed me up. Bark. Now I'm gonna go order a drink. He just does that big shah, and then he just, well, drink time. Goes and has beer. Sits down. Oh, here's Blanka's 4-person team. Got some growly dudes going at it here. That was supposed to be an uppercut. I'm so bad at uppercuts. Because those are almost a double motion in themselves, you know? I'm already messing with my super tweaked wrist. Doggone it. Doggone it. Whoa. I love how there's like an elevator ding sound, and then the louder music kicks in. And it gives you like almost a full round before it starts to kick into sort of the... That worked out well. The main part of the track. Slap, slap, slap. Look at that silhouette. That's awesome. The shadow, I mean. It's such a cool effect. It's a little awkward how it's jammed into one corner of the stage. Well, it's over there on the back, too, more subtly. Yeah. Oh, there's the F-bomb. Did you hear it? Don't tell YouTube. This video is not for kids. I swear in this musical track. Weird steam coming out of his face. Oh. Snatch and grab. Ah, shoot. You got me. There you go. So I'm trying Rekka's and it's not working. Well, see there, I hit him and then he fell backwards, so the rest of it didn't get him at all. That was supposed to be an uppercut. I need to stop messing around. Claw. Jeez. Oh, Orochi Iori, what a card you are. What a goofy, fun guy. Oh man, the Dan Sagat team, I fought them, was it last week? Look. I ordered a new cable for my VGA box, and I think it's got to come all the way from the Middle East. It's the Behar Bros. I think they're BeharBros.com. They're the ones who made this Kuro VGA box. It's a cool VGA box. The only problem is it's got this stiff little custom cable that connects, you know, into the back of the Dreamcast and then into the box, and it's this weird little plug that plugs into the box. It's like a 10-pin plug, maybe. And it's not the socket thingy at the end of the cable. Like I was looking at it, and on mine, the end, on one end, it's 2 rows of 10 little copper socket connectors or something, and the N2 were not quite socketed in to the plug end as far as the others were, and I have these little you know, like computer interior screwdrivers, these little very tiny flathead screwdrivers, and I was able to wedge one of the tinier ones of those into the behind the copper plug and sort of shove it forward into the end plug plastic thing, and that didn't seem to help. So I ended up I found if I put the box up on top of something like a ½ inch above the tabletop, then it sort of keeps its connection a little more solidly. It doesn't wiggle loose and stop giving me sound in the left speaker. This is not trending well. Ugh. Oh man, he's got Rekkas. Well, that's great. So yeah, and I think maybe, I mean, I had the box sort of not on a level with the tabletop before, and so maybe, you know, it's probably my fault that this thing was resting for several years not on a level surface or something, and that probably had the cable, because the cable's very stiff, and so it was probably pulling on the plug all this time and got the little wires bent or something. I got mauled. So anyhow, but it is it's this braided cable. The braided part is only like 4 inches long, and it's very stiff. Not a really flexible cable. Okay. Let's do circle plus square. I hate having to fight the Capcom bosses. But when you're an all SNK team, that's pretty much what you have to do. Oh wow, this color. Okay. Now it's Halloween. Right. Why doesn't Balrog get to make a speech? Balrog. Whatever his name is. This is a Japanese game, so I guess he's smbhax. Ew, thunk. I don't think Rekkas are gonna do well for me against this guy. Oh, of course, I should just be doing fireballs. There you go. Duh. Fireballs make Big Mike unhappy. Just gonna try to roll and throw because I don't really know what else to do against Dictator. Of course he's gonna do that kind of junk. Oh, jump kicks do seem to work kind of well against him. Uh-oh. He did it. No, no. That was so lame. What a choke. What a choke. That's what I get for starting to think about it. Watch that. It's like as close as I come for the next half hour. Then I'll be really sad. So, X plus square? Sure. So yeah, I've ordered a replacement. I looked on their website and I'd written them this elaborate. Isn't this the same one I did before? No, that was a lighter one, so this is another colorless one. What? Fireballs. I'd written up this elaborate email to them. I'd even gone back and seen, when I found the order number from my 2018 order from them. And then I realized that they just have replacement cables for $5 on their store. But I think when I ordered the box itself, the VGA box itself from Behar Bros back in 2018, pretty sure it came from the Middle East, and it took a little while to get here. So I had to pay $10 shipping for this $5 cable. And I have no idea when it'll get here. I mean, now we got a pandemic going on and everything, so who knows? Oh, man. I hate him. He's just, like every movie has, it's just this completely arbitrary, weird, out of the blue, whatever. It's just silly. So that was square plus X. Did I do X plus circle? I did. X plus triangle won't work. I did triangle plus circle, so maybe I did all of them. Triangle, circle. Triangle, square? Maybe I didn't do triangle, square. It's just kind of a faded version of his default colors, or maybe this is default colors, and I just... Sometimes it's hard to... No, it looks a little faded. Try to jump back. Oh, jeez. I can't throw fireballs. Oh man. Well. Yeah, I came within 2 pixels. I choked. And now I'm never gonna beat him. I hate you, Vega. I hate you. I hate you. Triangle. Yeah, real legend. I'm so bad. Round 1, fight. I like the little readout version of him in the background. Height 236 centimeters. I wonder if it's got a different number for everybody. Okay, I still don't know what to do. But throwing has stopped working. Oh god. I like that color, the dark purple and green. That's pretty good. Good old evil Marvel villain colors. Super Skrull Iori. So I guess I just kicked him in the face. Well, I hope this has been sort of audible. I'll probably have to adjust it a bit for next week. I do play this game every Monday currently with different teams assigned to me by my trusty script. So I was worried when Orochi Iori came up, but he's fun to play. I hate that bent back pose of his at the beginning, but once you get past that, he's fun. So that's good. I hate fighting him. I had a viewer, Joshua Lowe? I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry, I probably got that wrong. Point out that I have still not gotten the Akuma secret stage. And there's also a Morrigan secret stage. There's maybe 2 other secret stages besides those as well. And he looked up how you get it, and you need a certain number of groove points or whatever. And which, I mean, I used to get like Akuma's stage coming up fairly regularly back in the day. but I also used to use supers in this game, so I think that's what it was. And the viewer looked it up, and he said you need a certain number of groove points to get to the secret stage, and pretty sure the easiest way to get those groove points is probably by finishing a fight with supers. And so that's why I'm not getting there currently, because I don't like doing supers. At least not in this game particularly. Actually, I realize now I like supers in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, so that's a game that does supers right. But most fighting games, I'm not so keen on them. So good. And thou. Well. Hey. Bit of a rough time against Vega. At the end there, I hate fighting him. I hate his stupid loop-de-loops in the air and sliding along the ground, and it's so lame. Why are we cursed with this? Are these goofy attacks they came up with way back in Street Fighter 2? We're just stuck with forever in Street Fighter. Can't somebody go in and renovate some of these old goofy moves? So yeah, be playing this again a week from now with a different team. I play other fighting games other nights of the week. Tomorrow I'll be playing... Wait a second. What's today? Today's Monday, right? Yes. So Tuesdays I'm playing Jackie Bryant in his quest mode in Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution on PS2. I've completed his quest mode. Well, I've beaten the final tournament, but there's still stuff to do, and you can just mess around. There's tons of AIs to fight, so I have a lot of fun with Jackie, so I do that on Tuesdays. I have fun with Jackie. And then I play other fighting... Well, actually, I play... Anyway, more fighting games the rest of the other nights of the week as well. So that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Orochi Iori, his stupid bent back pose. I can't let that put me off when it comes to actually playing as him, because he's cool. He's also got some pretty cool colors. I didn't even get to all his non-button combination colors, because there's... I don't know what actual buttons they are that I've been pushing, because they're Dreamcast. It's a Dreamcast game, and I'm running it through a Brooks Super Adapter Converter, whatever they're called, from a PS4 stick, so who knows. But you do hit combinations of adjacent Dreamcast face buttons to get four colors. You hit like A and B together, or A and X together, or X and Y together, or Y and Z together, or whatever. And then you get four other colors by hitting just the four buttons individually. And then I think you can get two more in the color editor. Those are the diagonally adjacent colors, or buttons combinations. Anyway, something like that. But yeah, the colors I saw were all pretty cool for good old crazy Iori. Well, that's all. Thanks for watching, and I hope this was somewhat audible and not horrible sounding, too horrible sounding. Probably have to tweak it a bit for next week, but anyway, trying to get a cleaner sound. And those are my load of excuses, so now I can just say good night. Good night.